Hello everyone, welcome back to our Codeignator 4 tutorials. In this session, we are going to discuss about Throttler class with another example that is nothing but how to block the IP address by using Throttler as well as filter. In the earlier session, we discussed about Throttler class based on the login form. So if you are sending more than 4 requests to the login form, just we are displaying a message, too many requests hits to server, that's the message we displayed there. Right now in this session we are going to block the IP address if you are sending more than 2 requests or more than 10 requests from the particular IP address to my server. Right, so this is we are going to implement by using filters, guys. So we know that what is the advantage of a filter. A filter is going to be executed before calling a controller, after calling the controller. So here what is the reason we have to use filters here? Remember, in previous session we implemented Throttler class. This is what we implemented, and this is the logic I written inside my sign-in controller, as well as the same logic I written in the login controller also. But if you need this Throttler logic for 30 to 40 controllers, then what we have to do? Will you write this logic each and every controller? Is it correct one? No, this is not the best solution. The best solution is here filters. By using filters, how we can apply the filters on the specific controllers? Can you see here the point? If we want to apply the Throttler class to multiple controllers or multiple URI segments, or post or get requests, whatever it may be, what is the best solution? The solution is under the filter, guys. Anyhow, so here this is the IP address. So if you are sending request to our application based on from particular IP address, 60 requests for 1 minute. What is the meaning of 60 tokens for 1 minute? I mean 1 second 1 token. If you are sending more than 60 requests to our server in a minute, I just want to block you. So by saying that too many request hits to server, please wait for some time to process your request. This is what we want to see now. Let us implement the same by using the Throttler class as well as the filter, guys. So earlier we implemented this Throttler class here, right? What is exactly in the sign-in form? This we can write in another way, guys. Here this is the Throttler class we have. So I don't want to use this bucket name. What is the bucket name? Login. Here in place of it, we just want to use the IP address. How to get the IP address here? We have a method request of get IP address. There is a method called get IP address is a method. Yes, this is a method. Now we anyhow remember one thing, we are in the local server. This may not work for you. Definitely when you are moving this to live server, definitely it will work for you. Anyhow, so let me go for else block. This is the else block we have. I am removing this else block right now, so I don't want to do like this. We can write in this manner also, guys. Definitely here we can write a condition like this. So when this method is going to return true if everything is okay. If it is false, I want to write a condition like this. I mean, if you are sending more than 4 requests, then definitely that is going to return false. False equal to false, condition true. Here I just want to return to same controller, right? We can write like this also, but before this we can define some temporary data or flash data. Set flash data is a method. Yes, so here we can set key and value. So the key is going to be error. So here we can send too many requests, too many hits to server, try again. Later we will show you how we can apply the same by using filters also, guys, but let me apply now. So this is what we are going to do now. After that I just want to redirect to same page. Return. I am redirecting. There is a method called redirect method. Redirect to current URL. Yes. So now we have to display this message. I mean, if based on the IP address, if you are sending from this IP address, if you are sending 4 requests in a minute, I just want to stop you. Generally in my slide I shown you 60 requests here, so that is your choice completely. You want to make 4, or you want to make 60, or you want to make 200, whatever it may be per minute. Definitely a server can process more than 60 requests a minute. Maximum I think some servers may process 1000 requests per minute also, right? No problem. That is what exactly our choice here. Perfect. Now we need to handle this message in the front end, in the view page. Let us go here and let us define the flash message here. If session of get flash data. We can use temp data also. In the early session we used a temp data method, right? So that is your choice, flash data. In this flash data we have to pass the name of the thing is error, yes, and if. So here we can display the message. Yes, let me print this message here. So if is more than request completed, yes, this is what the message exactly we are going to display. The same we implemented earlier, but that is not for login form, I think. Sorry, that is for login form, but this is by using session. There we have some bucket name called login. Now, so all the Throttler files are going to be available in the writables folder, guys. Always see cache folder. Right now we don't have any file in this cache folder. If you are implementing Throttler, the file with the IP address is going to be created here. Anyhow, I think it won't be created for me because I'm using local server, right? So definitely if you are using IP address, definitely it will be created. For me, nothing created, but do one thing. So for a while I'm okay, when we are moving this to live, then we will use this. Right now I'm just going to use login only. You can use login, no problem, right? So I will show you in the live also, guys, later at the end of the session, don't worry. Now I'm sending. Can you see now on submit this? If you can check this, there is two files are created, Throttler login and Throttler login time. Files are created. That login information, the token information is going to be available. Time to live, so that is going to be 60 seconds exactly, and the number of requests. What is the number of requests? Time is 4, exactly 4 we have to send. Anyhow, this is the information of the Throttler. It is going to be available in the cache folder. If you want, you can delete them also manually, right? No problem. Anyhow, let me send the submit here, and if you are sending the submit, we are going to get the message, guys, here. Definitely, yeah, can you see too many hits to server, try again? This is the message we are getting. But the same I want to apply for all the post methods. For example, what is the post request, guys, here? Registration form is a post request, contact form, login form. If you can log into our dashboard, there is a edit profile page, as well as upload author, as well as change password. All are post requests only. I want to apply this filter for all the post requests of our application. I want to apply the same filter for all the get requests of our application. No, I want to apply the same Throttler class on a specific controller or specific URI segments or specific things and all, guys, right? Let us see how we can implement the same, guys. Whatever the logic I written here, I'm just commenting it here. I don't want to implement the same here. So let us create a filter and go to our filters. This is our filters. We already created some filters. Can you see date filter, login filter? Now I'm just going to create an IP block filter. So you can give any name for this filter, no problem. Just I want to create IP blocker. This is my name of the filter, so you can use any of the filter name, no problem. So let us remove this stuff quickly, and let us add these libraries also, guys, which are required to this to work with this. And we know already, let us copy these libraries quickly. IP blocker require this, right? So it has to implement. Let me do it quickly. Yes, guys, let me apply the Throttler instance here. $throttler Throttler equal to by using scrvicss services. Throttler. Yeah, Throttler instance is ready. Now by using this, I just want to define this method, guys. Can you see here? Throttler check request of IP address. Based on the current request, we are getting the IP address. Here we don't want to write this of request, guys. This is not available here. So here already we have request interface. From that we will get the IP address, and for a minute you can send 4 requests, and if it is equal to false, so definitely here we have to write some logic. What is the logic we have to write? We have to send a response back to the user by saying that sorry, you cannot process the request. Or sometimes we can set the message like this. Earlier we displayed too many requests hit to server, please try after some time, or some different messages also we can display. Or your IP address is blocked for a particular time, and all also we can display, guys. Anyhow, let me write the logic here. Here I have a method like this, services of response. So in this response we can set the status code like this, guys, 429. I mean, what is the error code? 429 means too many hits to server. That is the meaning of it. Too many requests to server. That is the meaning of it. And let me execute our file so that we will understand exactly how this is going to be work. So go to the browser and refresh the page. Now we created the filter, but did we apply? So first of all, once the filter created, we have to register the filter, right? So do one thing and go to your filters.php. So go to your config. Once the filter is created, this should be registered. To do this, so we have filters. So here we have to come down, and we already created a filter, right? Let me use this as a IP blocker. I'm just going to write this as a IP blocker, blocker. Name of the filter could be your choice. And what is the name of the class you created? So that is the name of the class. Exactly copy the class without doing any mistakes and just keep it here. This is going to be class. And now can you see the IP blocker? Just I want to enable here, guys. I just want to enable. What is this here? This is globals. I mean, if we can define the filter here, this is going to be applied on each and every controller, each and every request, get request, post request, each and every URI segment, because this was available in the globals array. Means that if you are defining anything inside this globals array, that is going to be available for each and every request and controllers and whatever it may be. Now I just want to refresh the page. Now can you see, now it is registered, right? Now I'm just going to refresh the page. Now can you see, anyhow, here we just want to do one thing, guys. Here in the IP blocker, for a while I'm just going to give you this, because it won't work, because I'm having IPv6. I mean, it will become ::1, but it is not working. Anyhow, I'm just giving test here. You can anyhow execute it, same, no problem. I'm submitting it, guys. I'm submitting continuously, and after some requests are completed here, it has to stop. It has to give you an error message. Can you see? HTTP error 429. This is the error we are getting. If the problem continues, contact admin, something like we are getting. Anyhow, the site was stopped, guys. But this is the correct one to stop like this. So it is not the correct one. Anyhow, when you are sending multiple requests to server, you have stopped. This is stopping error 429. That was we defined there, right? So go there, and this is the define. If you want, you can define the set body also, guys. Here set body will come with some message. If you want to display some message to it, yes, we can display some message. I am writing here something called too many hits. So this is also we can display by using set body. Earlier the page was stopped, right? Let me submit the same. Now you are getting, now I'm submitting it. Let us submit the same. Now you will get some message on the body. Earlier, can you see, earlier you got some message, this page can't work, something like this. Now can you see, this is going to give you too many hits, like a message, something like this. And now this filter is applying for each and every of our web page, I think so. Can you see, now I'm going to my page, and you can just you can refresh the page. You just refresh. I'm refreshing the page. Maybe for this also it is getting. For login form, for registration, for everything, this is applying, right? We don't want to apply for each and every controller, right? That's the story here. To do this, and in these filters, guys, can you go here? I don't want to apply here. If you apply global, it is applying for each and every controller, guys. So what I want to do, I want to apply for specific controller only, not for every controller. Let us see how we can do this. Guys, if we can come down, we have two more arrays. Can you see? Methods. And can you see the filters? Exactly in place of the filters, for which controller, for which filter you want to apply. Definitely we can give it here, guys. And here we have methods, guys. See, I'm going to give you my method is here, post method. For this post method, if you want to use that IP blocker, blocker, this is what exactly IP blocker. Then what is the meaning of it? You know, what are all the post requests which are coming to our website? So from the particular IP address, So after 4 seconds, this is going to be stopped only for post request, not for get request. When you are getting data from database, it is not. When you are posting data to my application, definitely this is going to be block you guys for the post request. If you want to use for get request also, yes, you can take get and same IP blocker also. I mean, for get request 4 times, 4 requests in a minute. For post request also 4 requests in a minute. This is what exactly here in these filters. What now I am applying these methods here. Let me go to our application and let me test here. So do one thing, go to your editor. Here we can delete this, right? So we have Throttler pages. Let me delete these things. Let us do some press requests here. Now we are going to apply on every post method. I mean, so registration form is having post method, login form is also having post method, and contact form is also post method, as well as sign in is also post method. Let us apply on login form. I'm just submitting this. Submitted. I'm submitting again. Submitting. Yeah, can you see now we are getting something called too many hits. The same is coming here. And anyhow, if you want to redirect to same page by creating some session data here, yes, we can do that too also guys here. In place of it, where is this exactly? IP blocker. Here we can redirect with a success, with a error message also. We can write simply session of redirect, and by creating flash data also we can redirect to the particular current URL, whatever it may be. Yes, we can do like this also guys. Anyhow, we are able to apply not only for this login form, you can go to your contact form also. In our thing we have contact form. I'm submitting this. Yes, validating. I'm submitting this. For every post request, this is going to be show you a message called too many hits from the particular thing guys. So now we are able to apply on the every post request. No, I want to apply on the specific controller only. Then in this situation, so go to filters, remove this here. So just I'm commenting this. Now you can come here. What is the filter? Name of the filter is going to be IP blocker, BLOCKER, IP blocker. And where you want to apply this exactly? For sign in only, I just want to apply for not every controller. Can you see the URI segment I'm just providing here? Now this is going to be apply only on sign in controller only. It is not going to be apply on each and every controller, each and every request also, especially on one segment that is called sign in segment only. Now can you go and now let me delete these files, 2 files, Throttler files, and let us send a re-request again guys. Now go to the browser and just refreshing the page. For contact form or login form, you can go for this. It won't have any problem. You can send multiple requests also. Maybe in the login form I already written, I believe. So manually I written, right? Can we see this? This we written manually. Let me remove this guys. We don't want this right now. So let us go to the end of the page. Where is this Throttler message? This is I believe. So we don't want this because we are applying for all the post requests. Or you want to apply for login form also, then you can just come down. If you want to apply the same filter for login form also, what we can do, go to the filters. If you want to apply for login controller also, just come up and give this login guys. Now this IP blocker filter is going to be block sign in controller and login controller for 4 requests per minute only. Like this. If you want to take some other controllers, yes, we can take some other controllers also guys. Now you can go and check this. Now I'm just going to refresh the page. Let us check, is there any files are created here? Here no files are created guys. Anyhow, let me submit this. I just applied for these things only guys here. Guys, it is not applying, so problem is here. We need to take before, I think there is a problem, so that's why it is not applying. I submitted multiple times, but it doesn't apply it for this. Again, this should be into an array. Yes, we have to apply the filter like this to the controllers guys. Now I think it will be work for us. Let me go and check it. Earlier we checked multiple times, but it was not applied for this. Maybe the problem before we have to apply. I'm just going to submit the same here. Yeah, can you see now we are getting too many hits. The same I want to apply for my sign in also guys. Can you see this is going to be sign in. Now we are getting the same message because it is not completed, I believe. So now you can remove these two. I am removing. Now you can access the same for sign in also. Sign in form. Now let us submit this. Now the Throttler class is going to be applied for this. The major aim is here how to block the requests when we are getting multiple requests from spam bots or multiple users may send data, or from specific IP address also we maybe get the data and all, whatever it may be. In this situation we can apply this filter, I mean the Throttler class, by using filter. So this is the advantage of filters, guys. By using filters we are going to apply the Throttler class on each and every controller or specific controllers also. Now let me check the finally contact. I'm submitting this. For this we didn't apply anything, guys. Let me submit the same. I'm sending multiple requests but nothing happened, I believe. So for contact as well, for sign in as well as login only we applied the filter. Now this is not applied for everything, guys. The Throttler class is applied for these things only, filters on the specific controllers or the URI segments. This is get method or post method. If you want, you can apply the same filter on the get methods also. When we are getting data from database, if you are sending more than 4 requests, this is going to be blocked you, right? So like this put request, get request, like this we can apply these filters, guys. This is how we can apply the filters on our controllers this is how we can apply the Throttler class on our controllers by using filters. The best example, guys, IP address. Actually I'm changing my code finally where this is filter IP blocker, but here you need to take not test. So when we are working with live, definitely it will be work, guys. Request of IP address you have to take, get IP address we have to provide here. We may get so many requests from different IP addresses. For every IP 4 requests per minute. This is what exactly. Yes, guys, this is all about the filters and throttlers, right? This is all about Throttler class. In the next session we can discuss another example, how to block the API when we are sending multiple requests to API. Just I want to show you a message, too many hits to server, how we block the IP address. In the same manner we are going to block the number of requests which are coming to an API. Let us see. This is called nothing but rate limiting API calls also. This we will see in another example, guys. Thank you, guys. If you have any doubts, please comment under the video section and please subscribe our channel Go PHP. Thank you all.